Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the regular session for May 16th, 2023, 7 o'clock. I call this meeting to order. A roll call, please.
Mayor Orndorff.
Here.
Commissioner Hewitt. Vice Mayor Suey.
Here.
Commissioner Watson.
Here.
Commissioner Romanek.
Here.
Do you have to think about if you were here?
No, he said something about the mic in the work session. He's like, I'm here.
I'd like to invite Reverend Kenyon up for the invocation, followed by a salute of the flag, please.
This is Memorial Day month. It's a privilege to say thank you to God for those who served before us and those that are going to serve with us and those who serve after us. Heavenly Father, what a privilege this evening that we would make this opportunity of giving thanks to you to be a blessing to the City Commission, to everyone who serves with it in any area of our community. We pray tonight that the Holly City would be a blessed city. And in this month, as we give you thanks for those who served before us, let your name be not just on the tombstones, but on our hearts. We ask of this now. In the name of God, the Father, Jesus Christ, the Son, and the Comforter, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This meeting is being conducted in accordance with the Open Publics Meeting Act of 1975, was advertised, posted, and made available to the public as required by statute. The municipal clerk is directed to include a statement in the minutes of this meeting. Madam Clerk, are there any changes to the agenda?
Yes, Mayor, just one addition, which was the work session minutes for March 21st, 2023 for your approval.
Thank you. On to the bills.
Move to pay the bills.
Second the motion.
We have a motion and a second to pay the bills. Any comments? Roll call.
Vice Mayor Suey.
Yes.
Commissioner Watson.
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek.
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Make a motion to approve and dispense with the reading of the following minutes and to proceed with the normal order of business, March 21st, 2023 regular meeting and March 21st, 2023 work session.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve and dispense of minutes. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Suey.
Yes.
Commissioner Watson.
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek.
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Public comment on agenda items only. If anybody has any questions or concerns on the agenda items, please come to the podium, state your name, your concerns, and please limit those comments to 5 minutes. Seeing nobody, we'll close the public comment on agenda items only. No presentations, correct?
Correct.
Petitions and letters? Nope. And reports of commissioners, Commissioner Romanek?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I would first like to say next zoning board meeting will be on Thursday, June 1st at 6 p.m. And then the following Monday, or two Mondays, the next planning board will be on June 12th. That's a Monday at 6:30. Mayor, I was also able to attend the Vineland Millville UEZ board, and I have those notes somewhere. Meeting. Millville has 172 UEZ businesses currently. We receive approximately 30% split of the total budget here allocated to the city of Millville, shared with Vineland. It's good to see both sides of Millville and Vineland both working together and establishing the better UEZ and distributing of it. We obviously, Vineland's much bigger, so that's why the 70% comes in. But it's a dual effort work by both cities, and it's a job that's well done. Other than that, that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Watson?
Do I have just 5 minutes? I might request an extension.
5 minutes.
5 minutes is all I have. Last meeting, if it was asked if topsoil and mulch was available at our landfill, and the answer is yes. Just to remind residents that personal vehicles and trailers are okay, as long as you have the ID showing residency, but no dump trailers. The city will not load your vehicle or trailer. You must load it yourself. No commercial or advertised businesses on vehicles will be allowed. Upon the request of the mayor, ACUA was contacted regarding proper handling of the trash carts and recycling carts. A concerned resident, Peach Drive, made us aware of debris that was left behind during collection. Request to ACUA was to, hey, let's pick it up if it falls out of the cart. They responded back in a positive manner, and they said they're going to try to do their best to clean up after themselves. Regarding the same concern from a resident from Peach Drive, I want to share everybody the street sweeping schedule, because this kind of gets brought up all the time. Many questions come to me, so I asked department head Wayne Gressman about it, and we had a little sit down and we just kind of discussed it. And I want to share this with everybody. Prior to 2010, Streets and Roads had 20 employees and 3 office staff, which obviously means more availability of personnel to perform the responsibility of Streets and Roads. During that time, Streets and Roads had 2 street sweepers with 2 operators. 1 sweeper would operate on systematic route backed by ordinance in Center City that we are required to have per state water regulation. This is because those storm drains end up in the Morris River. The second sweeper during that time would run in other neighborhoods. In July 2010, the city made cuts that enforced furlough days to city employees due to the economy, which forced many employees to retire or seek other places of employment. As a result, Streets and Roads lost employees and their positions were not replaced due to budgetary constraints, and we're still in that same boat. Streets and Roads has 11 employees now, 2 office staff, and only 1 street sweeper. The street sweeper in service now costs $287,000, and we are bound by the state to concentrate on the route set by the ordinance. The commission in 2012 also extended the route, which we speak of, which made it a little bit harder to address other neighborhoods. Preventative maintenance needs to be done each week on our equipment. So other streets and areas are done when possible, but it may cause overtime or staff to work on Saturdays. If anybody would like to go over the full detail, including the current route with the head of Streets and Roads, he said that he's more than welcome to explain how his department is just like everybody else's. When it comes to handling responsibility and tasks, it's a limited number of employees and a limited amount of funds. Streets and Roads are still in the brush collection as of right now. They are also starting Dorset, Kent, Churchill, Pareca. They're going to be headed out that way soon for storm drain cleanings. Also speaking with another employee of Streets and Roads, I thought it'd be really cool to share this long list of responsibilities that he had and what he's involved in. We go over the Streets and Roads report and we have totals on tonnages and stuff, but that's just a generalization. It doesn't go over in detail what Streets and Roads does. So our recycling coordinator, Chris Finch, he has a long list of daily tasks, and I hope that everybody can just stay with me here. But I do want to touch base because it is a lot. Obviously, he delivers trash and recycling carts, new properties, replacing broken cans, and keeping record of carts and cans. Chris performs curbside code enforcement duties such as sending violations and notices, issuing summons, and attending court if needed. And then item number 2, I need a drink. And Jeannie, I'll give you a copy of this as if it's a little bit easier so you don't have to write down everything. Chris Finch works with the residents of Millville to educate them and assist the public. This would be to resolve issues if somebody had received a violation or just just go over on how to properly dispose of things. Chris attends county recycling coordinators and clean community meetings. He submits various reports to the DP. He performs recycling duties such as collection within the city. He works with ACUA on many issues that arise from the residents or general relation to trash and recycling. As per a grant the city received to purchase the trash and recycling carts initially distributed, During the cart collection switch, Chris keeps up with the annual report that requires. Chris has visited some businesses throughout the city to update the annual recycling tonnage report. And he's going to be visiting other businesses this summer. What's really good for that is the higher the number it is, the better the grant. Through an organization called Call to Recycle, Chris was able to obtain boxes for collecting and mailing at no cost to the city or the residents used rechargeable batteries. The proper disposal of batteries reduces the risk of damaging batteries during collection, which could lead to fires or harmful situations to those who collect trash and recycling. Any rechargeable batteries can be brought to Streets and Roads at 416 South 15th Street at no charge. Example of these batteries, thank you, sir. Example of these batteries would be like power tool batteries, laptop, phone batteries, etc. Car batteries are not included, but they can be taken to Tri-County Core, 518 Dock Street. Chris has been working with the county through the Workforce Education Program, which I thought this was really cool. At no cost to the city or the residents, Streets and Roads was able to hire a summer intern. He's going to work 4 hours a day, roughly 8 hours a week during June, or starting in June. And this allows someone entering the workforce to obtain knowledge and experience in the field with aspirations of developing in a future career, along with assisting and having extra help for the departments. This is a win-win. Chris is in the process of potentially starting a program to collect and recycle plastic film, which includes plastic wrap from ship boxes, paper towels, toilet paper, shopping bags, shrink wrap, and other similar clean plastics. Look. Streets and Roads has been working on trying to get random placement of shopping carts picked up. He's already reached out to local businesses, and he's working with them. You know, we're not looking for like a punishment. You know, we're just working with our local businesses to try to get the area cleaned up, these carts. And this is a state statute which has the business. It's a business responsibility to make sure the carts are cleaned up. Common places I see every day from local businesses where the carts are to public transportation. To anybody watching, simply put your cart back where it belongs. Our recycling coordinator is exploring options to reduce the cost to the city and small local businesses of disposing of certain waste and recycling materials. Not only reducing costs, but Chris is hopefully going to be able to find something to create some type of revenue for the city. I did go into a little bit more detail. I'm not going to elaborate because I don't know if anything's going to be set in stone. Chris asked me to share with the public a couple different things. On May 6th, the city of Millville had a booth for the first time at the annual Eco Fair at Wheaton Village. The Eco Fair had an estimated 2,600 people in attendance. Chris stated many people stopped by the booth and learned about things such as recycling coach, which I'll go over in a second, collection schedules, items to dispose of or not to dispose of, and those in attendance not residing in Millville stopped by and asked general questions because most municipalities are the same. Chris Finch would also like me to share the implement use of Recycling Coach app. This is beneficial to our residents as they can, of course, access information by their phone or device. It has a search tool where residents can type in an item and the app will tell them where they can place it at the curb for collection. It has a calendar schedule that will give reminders for when to place different items to the curb. And it also has a section where you can test your knowledge on what's recycling or not. Chris would also like me to let you all know that there's going to be stickers placed on your trash cans with a QR code where you can download Recycling Coach. Chris has started placing stickers on the carts and will continue one neighborhood at a time while carts are out for curb collection. Also with that, former Commissioner Robert McQuaid has gave Chris a hand, so thank you, sir. If you are watching, Chris, thank you and congratulations on completing the Recycle Coordinators class through Rutgers University. As I told you earlier, I will speak with you soon. I heard that your graduation is October, so maybe we can formally celebrate you going through this class then. While we're on the subject of city employees, I wanted to take the time to make sure everyone is aware the city of Millville has a long list of people that cares and serves for this city. Many of these positions receive no thanks or or not even be acknowledged unless there's an issue. I was very pleased to discuss this position with you and what our recycling coordinator does. It's proof that our employees go above and beyond, just as many of our city employees do every day in various positions through all departments. I cannot stress enough how important it is to trust our city staff, to respect our city staff, and to make sure all is treated fairly. What I'm leading up to is Council 18, a union working within the county, has negotiations coming up this year, and I want to ask the mayor, vice mayor, and commissioners to be very persistent with members of the city negotiation committee to treat our people that has dedicated their time, their lives serving our community in the best means we can. Just mentioning an issue that I had to deal with as a city employee was the STEP program, and I kind of went over this with the negotiations team. And everybody is aware of the issue, and they've all stated it needed to be fixed, so I was really happy to hear that. To share this with everyone, now Council 18 members have 10 steps or 10 years to top out their max salary. Within that time, if an employee receives a title change or promotion, temporarily that person kind of receives less that annual year. It was actually, I had to go through the same thing where I kind of had to take a little pay cut for the first couple of years I had a title change. And for somebody that goes above and beyond, that earns the title and takes that extra responsibility, it's something that just doesn't seem fair. I know of all of us here today respect our departments. Speaking with all of you individually, you all care for your departments and you love the people that you work with, and I trust we'll do the best we can. But that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, first I'll make a motion to receive and file the tax collector's report for the month of April.
Second motion.
A motion and second to receive and file the tax collector's report. Roll call, please. Sorry.
Wait 1 second. So we skipped over.
We're going to go back.
Okay,
We got
okay.
it. We're good.
Okay,
We got
thank
that.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So who seconded that? I apologize.
I think Romanick, correct? You second that?
Okay, thank
Yes.
you. And Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
And then since Commissioner Hewitt isn't here, I'll make a motion to receive and file the police and fire department records for the month of April 2023.
Second motion.
A motion and second to receive and file police and fire reports for April 2023. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Next, we have received correspondence from the Coast Guard, which requires public notice. The Coast Guard informed us that if we read this notice in the meeting, it would satisfy their requirements. So here we go. I'm going to read it. It says preliminary public notice D05 PPN-05-2023. All interested parties are notified that the commander, 5th Coast Guard District, has received a proposal from the New Jersey Department of Transportation with plans for replacement of an existing highway fixed bridge over a navigable waterway of the United States. Waterway and location, Morris River, mile 23.9 at Millville, Cumberland County, New Jersey. Character of work. The proposed project is to replace the superstructure and substructure rehabilitation. The purpose of the project is to eliminate the structural deficiencies and improve the condition of the Route 49 bridge over the Morris River. Minimum navigational clearances. Vertical clearance 3.72 feet Vertical clearance 3.72 feet above mean high water. Proposed vertical clearance 3.46 feet above mean high water. Horizontal clearance normal to the axis of the channel. Existing is 60 feet between the abutments, and horizontal clearance normal to axis of the channel. Proposed is 60 feet between the abutments. And this says North American vertical datum of 1988, open parentheses, NAVD 88, close parentheses. Additionally, mariners are requested to provide navigational information such as the sizes and types of vessels presently owned and operated on the waterway and nature of navigation, including the extent of nighttime navigation on the waterway. Mariners are requested to comment on the navigational clearances and need for bridge protective systems, clearance gauges, and navigational lighting on the proposed bridge. Please submit the attached response form. The response form is here. If anybody needs it, we'll be more than happy to provide it. Interested parties are requested to express their views in writing on the proposed bridge project, giving sufficient detail to establish a clear understanding of their reasons for support of or opposition to the proposed project. Comments will be received for the record at the Office of the Commander, 5th Coast Guard District, 431 Crawford Street, Portsmouth, Virginia, 23704-50004 through June 16th, 2023. Signed, Hal R. Pitts, Bridge Program Manager by direction. Glad that's over with.
It's also going to be posted on our website as well as on all the bulletin boards within the city, correct, Jeannie?
Yeah.
It's already on the board. Thank you, Sam. On the
Second-
website, excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
There's been a few times I've sat up here and heard about open positions and understaffing. So before anyone, and this goes for everybody, including myself, before you repeat what your department heads tell you, it would behoove you to actually check into everything. While you would love to trust everybody blindly, don't. So you might, in this case, you might want to check the positions you have budgeted and the positions that are filled. And you also might want to check on what's going on with the landfill 5 days a week and see if that's actually necessary. In the matter of negotiations, please don't discuss negotiations publicly. That kind of undermines the process, and I can, if anybody has any questions about that, and we do have a lot of hardworking people, you are absolutely 100% about that. Don't trust anybody blindly, and don't discuss negotiations, and I'll be more than happy to put you in touch with a labor attorney, and he can explain why. Sometimes it gets a little technical, and, we all want what's best for the city and what's best for the employees, but there are limitations, and there are also manipulations that go on during negotiations, so just be very careful with that progress.
Okay. Awesome. Commissioner Watson, I do want to appreciate you for following up with ACUA. I figured that with Greg, when he came with the baggie of random things that he found, if there's trash being dumped and it's coming out of the trash cans, we want to make sure that the company is being more aware of what they're doing and not just throwing the trash cans however they want back. I mean, they have a machine that lifts it nicely and brings it back down. They should nicely put it back up against the curb, and I don't think that's too much to ask of them, so I appreciate you following up with them. Last Sunday, I did attend the soft grand opening for LA Nails. They are waiting for state board approval for their final grand opening. I will say it is absolutely beautiful in there. They did a fabulous job. They have been in the city for a very, very long time, and they are super excited. I think they said 17 months nonstop working on renovating that location. Marble floors, granite countertops. I think there's like 10 new spa chairs. So if you're looking to get a mani and pedi when they're open, it's absolutely beautiful. So I want to thank them for inviting the city as well as the chamber out to that event. And there's tons of customers that came out to just see the support of a local business opening is really great. 4th Street Park upgrades. Last week we installed 2 new benches and picnic tables at the 4th Street Park. Today we started putting new mulch down. I received pictures from Samantha this morning. It looks beautiful. I know the kids will enjoy running around in the new mulch. Next we will have a swing set painted and a big beautiful mural will be painted on the sidewalk. Once again, we would like to thank our partners, the Holly State Development Corporation, for obtaining the funds for these much needed upgrades. Upcoming events. I always like to reiterate our events are on our website. If you click on community and click on events, you'll see everything that I'm going to say on our website. We want to make sure everybody is going to the website. Hopefully we'll have a social media platform as well to blow those out there as well. I know Sam does have the recreational page, but not everybody sees that. So if you can visit the website, it has everything. Home Run, Phillies Home Run Derby is this Thursday. Boys and girls aged 7 to 12 can join us at the Rob Shannon Sports Complex for the annual Phillies Home Run Derby. There will be prizes, and the top 3 winners will be invited to the regional final, which is held later in the summer. Fourth Fridays. Next week is our first Fourth Friday of the year. Join us at Buck Park from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. for free food, games, and fun. This month, the Millville Recreation Department will be giving out information on mental health and providing some giveaways. Stop down and enjoy the night, and hopefully we have beautiful weather. Seems like this week is where the sun is shining and it's warm. We also have the Senior Citizen Barbecue, and Sam, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we only have 3 spots left. It hasn't changed since the last update. 3 spots left for the Senior Barbecue. The Senior Barbecue is for seniors who are 60 years or older. It's a really fun time. So if you're like 55, don't try to squeeze in. You're gonna have to wait. But it is a really good time. We had the cha-cha line. We had everything last year. It was comical. It was great. Just call the Recreation Department if you'd like to register. Again, there's 3 spots. This will take place on the 24th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Elks Lodge. Seniors will be treated to a full afternoon of fun, music, food, and door prizes. Please call the Recreation Department 856-825-7000, extension 7394. Let's see. There will be on June 2nd at Glasstown Plaza a new mural dedication at 5 p.m. I don't know if anybody follows Danielle on Instagram. I do, and she has painted a absolutely ginormous, beautiful mural for our Glasstown Plaza, and we will be dedicating that on June 2nd. So please stop out if you can. We have a spring photo contest. I think flowers are starting to bloom. It's starting to look really beautiful around the city. So everyone is open to this. There are rules, though. Please follow the rules. Photos must be of a person, place, or object in Millville. Sizes can be a 4x6 up to an 8x10, black and white and or color. No digital enhancements, please. Submit frame on back of the frame. Please provide the photographer's name, address, phone number, and location of the photo. Deadline submission is Wednesday, May 31st. Lastly, I keep getting this update in my email. There is a American Red Cross Battle of the Cities. On Wednesday, June 28th, this is my birthday, donate blood at the John Scarpa Technical Education Center of Cumberland County at 3400 College Drive in Vineland. Everyone who donates will receive a free t-shirt. We really want Millville to win, so that's why I'm announcing this to everybody. So if you're willing and able to give blood, please come out. It's between Millville, Vineland, and Bridgeton. And I think Vineland has more registered people than us right now. So if you're willing and able to donate blood, it's really important. I know, unfortunately, I can't ever donate blood. But being someone who is a mother who has children who have been in the hospital and they ask you what blood type your child is because they might need a blood transfusion, I appreciate everybody who donates and is able to donate blood. So June 28th. I think that's all I have. Thank you, Miss Samantha Cruz. Hold on, let me make sure I go here. We're good. All right, we're going to go on to ordinance under the second reading.
Alrighty, so the first item is an ordinance amending Millville Code, Chapter 43, Parks and Public Property, to add Article 10, Park and Athletic Complex Rules and Regulations, Fees.
Make a motion on ordinance in the second reading, item number 1.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on ordinance under the second reading. Item number 1. There is a public hearing. Samantha, did you want to speak to this or only if there was questions to the public? Okay. So if anybody had any questions or concerns on this, please come to the podium and state those questions and concerns. Seeing nobody, we'll close the public hearing. Any comments of commissioners? I just want to thank Samantha and your team for putting this together. And I think this, it's a little bit of money that comes in, but it will help us maintain our parks and keep them up to par, keep them beautiful for, whoever's using them, kids or recreation or any kind of organization. So thank you for putting this together. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 2 is an ordinance approving and authorizing an application to the Holly City Youth Football League to hold a coin drop on June 10, 2023 and June 11, 2023 at the intersections of Buckshootum and Cedarville Road.
Make a motion on ordinance in the second reading, item number 2.
Second motion.
I have a motion and second on item number 2. There is a public hearing as well on this item. If anybody has any questions or concerns, please come to the podium. Seeing nobody, we will close the public hearing. Any comments or commissioners? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
The motion carries.
ordinances on the first reading, please.
Ready? Our first item is an ordinance amending Millville Code, Chapter 11, Bureau of Permits and Inspections, Article 9, Business Occupancy Permit, Section 11-77, Purpose and Scope.
Move to table the ordinance.
Second.
Second the motion. On tabling.
I have a
Okay.
motion and a second to table, the ordinance item number 1.
Point of
Okay.
order, Brock, did I do that correctly, or do we need to actually introduce it and then table?
No, nobody made a motion to, nobody made a,
Do we need to make the motion first before we table?
I think you moved to table. I think that
That's it.
that motion's on the floor.
right, if
Okay.
somebody, if moves to
Thank you.
approve it, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't want to read it.
No,
and
I
then
just wanted to make
table-
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is the roll call to table.
Table, yes,
Right,
correct.
okay. Vice Mayor Stilley.
Yes.
Commissioner Watson.
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek.
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes,
Okay, this has been tabled.
thank you.
Okay. The next item is an ordinance amending the Millville Municipal Code, Chapter 81, Sports and Entertainment District to remove Block 124, Lot 16.04.
Move the ordinance on first reading with second reading June
7th.
7th? Yes, 7th.
Second the motion.
A motion and a second on ordinance, item number 2. Brock, did you just want to explain this? I know that we have to
Yeah.
introduce this for certain things to be submitted to the state treasurer for us to be able to make the change, correct?
Yeah, let me explain it a little bit. This is lot 16.04, which is it's across Buckshootum Road from the Motorsports Park. It consists of approximately 117 acres. It's in the Sports and Entertainment District. I think originally this was where Phase 2 of the Motorsports Park was going to be located. We have a letter from the Motorsports Park that they're not interested in this particular lot, which remains titled in the name of the city, and they have no plans or intentions of expanding their operation across the street or acquiring this lot from the city. So then to keep it, to try to develop this, we need to remove it from the Sports and Entertainment District because presently it can only be used for a sports and entertainment district or motorsports use, which there aren't, many customers out there that would be interested in that. The process is that this gets introduced and then hypothetically, it then gets reviewed by the Treasury Department. Well, we've been in touch with the Treasury Department, and we've already reviewed this with them. We think it's in a form now where it will be favorably reviewed. However, technically, it must be introduced first. It then will be transmitted to the Treasury Department, and the Treasury Department will determine whether or not to approve this. If the Treasury Department decides for some reason that they're not going to favorably approve this, then it will not be placed on our agenda for second reading and approval by our board.
Okay.
So that's about as well as I can unpack it.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments or questions? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Stilley.
Yes.
Commissioner Watson.
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek.
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes,
Okay, motion carries. Item 3 is an ordinance amending the City of Millville Code, Chapter 30, Land Use and Development Regulations in order to implement the new land use element of the master plan adopted by the Millville Planning Board by Resolution Number 4-2017 PB on February 14th, 2017.
Move on ordinance on the first reading, item number 3.
Second motion.
there a motion and second on item number 3. Any comments?
Yeah, I just want to thank our planner, Barbara Fegley, and Brock for all the hard work. This is a culmination of about a year's worth of work, so.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Stilley.
Yes.
Commissioner Watson.
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek.
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes,
Okay, motion carries. Item 4 is an ordinance authorizing amendment to Motor Vehicle and Traffic Regulations, Municipal Code, Article 10, Schedule 21, to add parking reserved for handicapped persons at 409 North Fifth Street.
Make a motion.
Second the motion.
a motion and a second on item 4. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Stilley.
Yes.
Commissioner Watson.
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek.
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Consent agenda items.
Okay, all matters listed under the consent agenda are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the Board of Commissioners and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a governing body member so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. Item 1 is a resolution authorizing the insertion of an additional item of revenue in the calendar year 2023 budget, which is now available from the New Jersey Department of Transportation's Highway Safety Fund 2022 Safe Corridors in the amount of $28,590. Item 2 is a resolution authorizing the insertion of an additional item of revenue in the calendar year 2023 budget, which is now available from the New Jersey Pollutant Discharge Elimination System Municipal Stormwater Assistant Grant in the amount of $15,000. Item 3 is a resolution authorizing the insertion of an additional item of revenue in the calendar year 2023 budget, which is now available as revenue from the County of Cumberland Municipal Alliance on Alcoholism and Drug Abuse in the amount of $17,881.25. Item 4 is a resolution authorizing adjustments in the tax and utility records. Item 5 is a resolution authorizing special assessment of municipal liens for certain properties due to expenses incurred by the City of Millville relating to board and secure, plus administrative fees in accordance with Chapter 11, Article 6 of the Municipal Code. Item 6 is a resolution authorizing special assessment of municipal liens for certain properties due to expenses incurred by the City of Millville relating to cut and clean, plus administrative fees in accordance with Chapter 11, Article 6 of the Municipal Code. I just need a motion to approve all items on the consent agenda.
Make a motion to approve all consent agenda items.
Second the motion.
I have a motion and a second to approve all consent agenda items. Comments? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Stewey,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yeah.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Resolutions, please.
All right, item 1 is a resolution amending Resolution 104-2023, adopted on March 21st, 2023, awarding contracts for rebid work uniforms due to failure to submit certification of funds and attached Schedule A itemized price list.
Move the resolution. I have certification of funds, let's see, separated in two, for a total of $19,400 signed by the CFO, Marcella Shepherd.
Second the motion.
I have a motion, yeah, one.
Never mind, go ahead.
I have a motion and a second on resolution number 1. Any comments? This is one that we tabled because we didn't have the certification of funds, correct?
Correct.
Got it. Just making sure. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Stewey,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 2 is a resolution authorizing a land sale at public auction to be held on June 27, 2023, at 10 a.m. at the Richard C. McCarthy Commission Chambers, 12 South High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Move the resolution.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on resolution number 2. Any comments? We have 74 properties listed on that list, so
Let's
hopefully
get them back on the tax roll.
let's get them back on the tax roll, come out and see what we can do. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Stewey,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 3 is a resolution rescinding Resolution Number 139-2023, adopted on May 2nd, 2023, and approving First Amendment to an existing professional service agreement with GMS Law, amending the scope of services to appoint a special counsel to handle conflict tax foreclosure matters for an additional amount of $2,000 for a new total contract amount not to exceed $12,000.
Make a motion, and I also have certification of availability of funds signed by the Chief Financial Officer, Marcella Shepherd, in the amount of $2,000.
Second the motion.
I have a motion and a second on resolution number 3. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 4 is a resolution authorizing the City of Millville to enter into a cooperative pricing agreement to participate in the Cranford Police Cooperative Pricing System.
Move the resolution.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on resolution number 4. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 5 is a resolution awarding a professional services contract with Spatial Data Logic for software services in an amount not to exceed $38,500 for a 12-month period beginning May 16th, 2023.
Move the resolution. I have certification of funds in the amount of $38,500 signed by the CFO, Marcella Shepherd.
Second the motion.
I have a motion and a second on resolution item number 5. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 6 is a resolution authorizing the purchase of two 2023 Ford Utility Police Inceptors from Gentilini Ford, Woodbine, New Jersey, in an amount not to exceed the cost of $97,753.18.
I move the resolution on item number 6, and with that, Mayor, I have the certification of funds of $97,753.18, signed by our Chief Financial Officer.
Second motion.
A motion and a second on resolution item number 6. Any comments?
Yes. It was the previous commission's policy to pass bonds to pay for police vehicles. The only problem with that is the police vehicles are usually rendered useless before they're paid for. So while this is in the old bond and they need them, so we'll do it, we have devised other ways to obtain the police vehicles so that we don't incur an increase in debt without having a vehicle to show for it later on. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind.
Prefer not to bond a vehicle if we don't have
Correct.
to.
Prefer not to bond anything that's not gonna last as long as the
As long as the
bond.
bond.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Smart.
Had to. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 7 is a resolution authorizing the purchase of IT management and voice-over internet phone services from Revell LLC, Marlton, New Jersey, in a total not to exceed amount of $175,028.40 for the period of January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023.
Move the resolution. I have certification of funds in the amount of, I'm adding them together here, make sure they're right. 175,028.40, signed by the CFO, Marcella Shepherd.
Second motion.
I have a motion and a second on resolution item number 7. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 8 is a resolution authorizing settlement agreement between Mile High 2 LLC and the City of Millville regarding certain liens and/or assessments of property located at 721 North 3rd Street.
Make motion.
Second the motion.
I have motion and second on resolution number 8. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 9 is a resolution authorizing the execution of an amended and restated development agreement for property identified as a portion of Block 125.03, Lot 11, on the tax map of the City of Millville, James R. Hurley Industrial Park redevelopment area with Agriterra LLC.
Move the resolution.
Second the motion.
I have motion and a second on item number 9. Any comments?
Yes. Previous commissions have made redevelopment agreements and purchase and sale agreements that are kind of open-ended. So what happens is they tie the property up for years, and we just recently figured out a recourse to make that not happen anymore. When we spoke to Agriterra, they were willing to put firm dates and firm amounts of money in the redevelopment agreement. So that's why we're amending it. This one will expire in January, I believe.
January 24.
Right, if they don't, then everybody walks away happy, and we can move on and sell the property, not have it tied up sitting there for years.
Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 10 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a third amendment to the purchase and sale agreement for a portion of Block 125.03, Lot 11, on the tax map of the city, commonly known as 501 Bogdan Boulevard, with Agriterra LLC.
Move the resolution.
Second the motion.
I have a motion. sorry, I'm just looking where's the second, there's like, I thought I read this twice.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not
no,
the same
it's not the
thing.
same.
Sorry. Motion and a second on item number 10. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 11 is a resolution authorizing the submission of a strategic plan for the Millville Municipal Alliance grant to the Governor's Council on Alcoholism and Drug Abuse to the County of Cumberland for the period covering fiscal year 2024 in the amount of DEDR $14,305, cash match of $3,576.25, and an in-kind of $10,728.75.
Make a motion on resolution item number 11. With that, I have certification of availability of funds signed by Chief Financial Officer Marcella D. Shepard in the amount of $3,576.25.
Second motion.
I have a motion and a second on resolution item number 11. Any comments?
If I can just say, the DEDR stands for Drug Enforcement and Demand Reduction, and it's a fund that's funded by fines paid by people that are in our municipal court and are found guilty of various minor offenses.
Thank you for that explanation, Brock. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 12 is a resolution amending resolution number 24-2023 to reassign backup department directors in the event of a temporary absence.
Move the motion on resolution item number 12.
Second motion.
A motion and a second on resolution item number 12. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Oh, new business already.
All right. I just need a motion to authorize the city clerk to advertise for the following bid to be received by the purchasing board on June 9th, 2023 at 10 a.m. Board and Secure and Cut and Clean Services.
I make a motion on new business item number 1.
Second motion.
A motion and a second on new business item number 1. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you.
We've now reached the public portion of the meeting. If anyone would like to address the commission, please go to the podium, state your name, address, and your concerns. Please limit those comments to 5 minutes. Seeing nobody, we'll actually close the public comment portion for this evening's meeting and go into closing comments of commissioners. Commissioner Romanek.
Yes, Mayor. With this job, I've learned to write down everything all the time in either my personal or city cell phone. And then we do have a lot of exciting events, and one event tomorrow is the Pride in Millville event held at the Levoy. I will be attending that. It's a great yearly event that happens every year. I was fortunate to go last year, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I look forward for it tomorrow. The local Phillies Home Run Derby, I went to that last year. That was an excellent sight to see. There's many young children, boys and girls both, that take a fancy and strive to do that. And then on Saturday, there's a Millville Soccer Association Fun Day. That's just a fun day to go out to. I went last year, once again. It was very hot. I recommend going in the morning, which I will be there bright and early at 9 in the morning to go to that one. But
Vendors and crafters and
vendors,
all of it.
crafters, I think soccer signups or I don't know. It's a great day to go, and we do get a good support from the city with the fire department going and police department going last year. So it's just another one of these upcoming community events that I suggest everybody go to, and I hope to see you there. Other than that, Mayor, that is all. Progress.
Commissioner Watson.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you, Vice Mayor, for correcting me. I'll try to improve on that.
Just
and
a little advice, that's all.
No, I
Correction.
agree. I'll talk to Brock next time so I don't get myself in trouble. And as far as any information I provided that was inaccurate, my apologies. I do trust my department. I do like working with them. I'll stand by them, and I remember what it was like being a city employee, and that's kind of what I meant. And I hope you all got the point of that. I just want to see them taken care of because I wish I was. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So I started my day about 10 after 7 this morning, looking at some messed up sidewalks, and I was fortunate that I got to watch the Public Works employees actually partly hang up the mural, and pretty cool mural, and the artist Danielle Carter's full energy and bubbly, and it was kind of interesting to talk to her for the few minutes that I got to do it. And it's, you know, when I try to pass on some knowledge to you guys while I'm sitting up here, and I don't mean it to be condescending or make you look bad or anything. It's just try to pass on the knowledge so that we can keep doing things right, and why it's good to trust all your department heads. Sometimes you got to check them. Sometimes they don't lead you astray on purpose, but they lead you astray. If they did everything right, we wouldn't have to be here, right? They could just run it, and we could just sit at home and, I don't know, go drink beer, have a good time. Nobody'd have to come to City Hall and do anything.
Sounds good.
So, you know, that's why I'm just telling you to be careful about that stuff.
I appreciate it.
And
Thank
with
you.
that progress.
Mayor, I do have one more thing. There are still tickets available for the Pride in Millville event. I was just notified of that.
Yes.
So, thank you, Mr. Malone.
So a couple things really quick I do want to touch on. I unfortunately did not get to attend Olympic Day this year. And as a kid, it was probably one of my favorite days in school, being a Jet. And I got tons of pictures of the event and saw tons of pictures on Facebook. And I want to thank Commissioner Romanek for going and being there on behalf of the commission and behalf of the city, and speaking to the kids and just encouraging them. I was really sad that I wasn't there. We did have a beautiful day, so I'm glad that was a good day. Commissioner, Vice Mayor, you spoke about Danielle. She's a live wire. She's awesome and she's super talented. If anybody hasn't been to her shop on High Street, definitely get there, check it out. She does classes. She has different artists in all the time that she spotlights. I don't know the technical term for what an artist does. I'm sorry, I do apologize, but she always brings in new artists and displays their work. And she's a great person, and her work is beautiful. Like I said, check it out at Glasstown, and on June 2nd, we'll be there at 5 o'clock. There was something else. Pride in Millville is tomorrow evening. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be there. I do have some personal things going on with my family. So I want to congratulate everybody that received their award this year. We appreciate everybody and all of that they do within the city, as far as their community, their business. I know we have some children who are receiving awards as far as their academics. So just congratulations to all the people who are receiving their awards. And I do apologize I cannot be there, but again, I know Commissioner Romanek will be there, so thank you for being there on behalf of the commission and the city of Millville as well. And I don't think I had anything else. I hope everybody is enjoying the beautiful weather. There's a lot of yellow stuff flying around, so hope everybody's taking their allergy medicine. But I hope everybody has a great evening. Thank you for coming this evening. Thank you for watching. And if anybody has any questions or concerns, obviously feel free to give us a call and reach out to us. Just need a motion to adjourn, please.
So,
Nobody wants
Make a
to leave
motion.
tonight. Okay.
I had to
No.
make sure the mic was on.